This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, in my studio with a 10 by 20 inch canvas, an OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula from Good Grips that I will use to spread paint on the canvas. And does it have a name on it? Well, it's sort of a grease catcher from something, which I'm going to use to dip a tongue depressor and or the handle of one of my spatula heads that I made into a toothy tool. Anyway, so I'm having trouble deciding on my sky colors, but I think that's where I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start on my sky, and oh boy, I am confused. Let's put a little bit of the thinnest Chantilly lace down. And give that a quick spread. Now when I did my recent artwork that this is based on, I just left gaps in the sky, but I don't want gaps in the sky this time. And I don't want that thing in there either. I have tweezers. They're on my Amazon link. My Amazon link is below. Show more on the link tree. Come out. Are you out? No, you're not. Whatever it is, it doesn't want to behave. In any case. So I'd like to have a sunset along the edge of my mountain. And no more flakes of weird things in there either. And I think that I'm going to serve myself well by making sure that this sky is low enough down so that I can add some of the colors I want along the horizon line, along the top edge of the mountain. Which means maybe I might want to do that one more time. So that is Vivid Polypore, GAC 800, and a little bit of distilled water. Not a lot. The recipe is underneath, show more underneath the video. Alright, so here goes nothing. Oh boy. This is Golden Poppy. It will be if it comes out. Sometimes I forget to open the bottles enough. But this is not that problem. This is probably me having left this too long somewhere. There we go, that's better. And I think I'm going to risk a little Tuscan sun. And yeah, I do forget. And I don't clean my tops off very well. And I recommend that you do. So that was the Tuscan sun. I'm going to give myself a little bit of Pink Lady. And hope I haven't knock some of that over the edge. Same on this side. I want to have a look at that from the other way. Now this is going to be tricky for me, I think, because I have yet to put the horizon line, the top of the mountains in. And I do want to sort of diffuse this somewhat. I don't always like putting a layer of white anything underneath because you scrape down and it's not canvas, it's just paint. I'm going to wipe this off as thoroughly as I can so I don't have any yellow, because I want to put some blue up at the top. I think I'm going to risk putting some more of that Chantilly lace in there. That is a little bit of Northern Sky. This is a color that I think is frosted mixed with Chantilly lace. It's not canvas, it's just paint. I'm going to wipe this off as thoroughly as I can so I don't have any yellow because I want to put some blue up at the top. I think I'm going to risk putting some more of that Chantilly lace in there. That is a little bit of Northern Sky. This is a color that I think is frosted mixed with Chantilly lace. I'm not sure. It's not labeled. Label your bottles. This is frosted, and you can see how similar that looks to that. And I wanted a rogue element, so I have a mixture of Chantilly lace, Neptunes Gaze, and Frozen. I don't know what those are going to be like. I'm so nervous, and I have a piece of paint chip in between my toes. I didn't notice that I got that blue in there. That wants to go away. Sometimes fingers are just the absolute best tool. So I've got some bonfire, and I'm thinking that I might want a fiery sky, because I'm not overly super duper pleased with what I'm seeing yet. Just going to give myself a little bit of a coating. I'm going to use my finger and snag some paint. Because I can. The name of my first book on the Amazon link, next to the second book on the Amazon link, which is called Unlimited Possibilities. I almost messed that up. Let's just try and get the edge of the top edge of my canvas covered appropriately. And then wipe off my spatula again. Which has now got goo on the handle. Pardon me while I take care of business. Alright, I'm going for the bonfire. And while I'm at it, I'm going for some pink too. And the pink I'm going to use is probably pink Carnation. I had to have a good right arm one of these days from shaking little bottles. I think the pink Carnation is going to have far more impact. Just make sure that's dry. That's a little better. I want to drag that right down, because I think I'm going to hide some of it with the bottom of the mountains. Which I did just black yesterday. I don't know how that's going to work. This is all kind of new to me, this way of doing this. I'm going to wipe that off. I need a paper towel today. Well, I almost got away with no green. I prefer them without green in the sky. I know I have a friend of mine who really likes the green in the sky. Whatever it is, it needs to go away now. Alright, so I'm going to try and fix that. My paint's getting a little gloppy, so it's time to move on. I have some Meeden Black. And I thought I might indulge myself in a little bit of deep amethyst. And a few other colors like Midnight Shadow. And maybe a little black iris. wasn't going to add any cell activator, but it's very tempting. So for right now, I'm just going to start I am dragging what looks like hair from the edge of my spatula. Come here, thing. It does not belong. Do I want to put in some lighter colors? I really don't care. But I do care about that hair. The whole point for this for me was to put paint into that grease catching tray and then try and add some birches, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen yet in this particular stage of this painting. And I really want, where's the black? There's my African violet. I just want it to be a lot more interesting than plain black. And the African violet is gorgeous. So I've got a little bit of color up near the top, which doesn't really seem to bother anything. Looks kind of neat, actually. Pretty sure that I'm running low on time. I've got 3 minutes left. If I'm going to do any birches, it's going to be soon. I suppose I could just cover the rest of it later, as in the bottom. But I kind of like to make sure that it's at least over the edge. So when I start my trees, if I can do that, and I might be able to get away with it. I've got drips on my edge where my sky is, which is kind of a good thing actually, because it means I can fill in with them. Alright, so I have not the best coverage in the world, but I have the edge, the rounded edge that's the most important thing to me. That's covered. So I'm just going to take 20 seconds and scrub the black off of that spatula, throw it in the bucket. If I need another one, I'll do that. In the meantime, I'm going to get a couple colors out of the way. Flip this around so you can see it. And notice that I ran my finger through something. There we go. Better. Now if I'm quick, I'm going to put some Chantilly lace in the bottom. Some true silver. This time I'm going to use a little bit of purple, probably could have been lighter. And we'll just get on with this. Oh, that's the black iris. That's what I really wanted. Oh well, live and learn. I'm going less. There's a hair that doesn't want to be included. I like the fact that I have some paint build up there now. Not sure I'm going to get away with this. Not enough colors. Looks like a bunch of radio towers so far. I think it was better when I stylized it. And I have to find a way to put some branches in there. Alright, I've got a few minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, although this one's not for sale yet for sure. I kind of want the wider. I'm going to just brazenly pull it out and see what happens. Might be a failed experiment. I might find a way to rescue it. I might put a bunch of leaves in there, and that could help a lot. This side of the palette knife seems to work okay too. Although I am leaving it kind of in my way. So I've got inclination to try and add a few branches. Because I don't see anything to lose at this point. I could change my mind. I don't want to do part 2. They don't work for me, but if I just leave this a part 1, forgive me. This is a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. I should tell you guys I have over 2,400 videos. And if you're looking for them, you can find them by going to playlists, all playlists, created playlists on my YouTube channel. Especially if you're on Expressionist Studio Priscilla Batzell, which is no guarantee. Because I have a new channel right now, and this might be that. Which is Fluid Art Obsession Syllabi. It's getting better. I'll show you. Oh, should I? No, I'm just going to keep going for a little bit longer because they're looking a whole lot better. I want to fill the whole entire foreground with the trees. But I can't do that. Alright, well, I'll make a part 2. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I don't think that I have any time to zoom in. But that looks kind of cool. And if I have time to shimmer, I will. You guys are going to be gone in a second. So I'm just going to keep working on this. I'll probably turn the camera back on and do a part 2. But the skyline is looking very pretty. And the trees aren't looking nearly as gaumy as I was imagining them. And that African violet is just gorgeous. I love you guys. I want you to take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Check my link tree for all kinds of cool stuff. If you'd like to help me out, then donating through PayPal, the icon